Hackers and hackerettes, welcome to the continuation of file upload vulnerabilities labs in PortSwigger. This is a series that I've been doing and following from the start. If you did not watch previous videos, please do, because this is like a build-up. Everything is related to the previous lab. I do have a playlist on my channel called PortSwigger File Upload Labs. So yeah, watch that. Pretty cool. Let's get started now. Flawed validation of the file's contents. Instead of implicitly trusting the content type specified in a request, this is referring to the content type header, more secure servers try to verify that the contents of the file actually match what is expected. In the case of an image upload function, the server might try to verify certain intrinsic properties of an image, such as its dimensions. If you try uploading a PHP script, for example, it won't have any dimensions at all. Therefore, the server can deduce that it cannot possibly be an image and reject the upload accordingly. Similarly, certain file types may always contain a specific sequence of bytes in their header or footer. These can be used like a fingerprint or signature to determine whether the contents match the expected type. For example, JPEG files always begin with the bytes FF, D8, FF. This is a much more robust way of validating the file type, but even this isn't foolproof. Using special tools such as ExifTool, it can be trivial to create a polyglot JPEG file containing malicious code within its metadata. Yeah, I was about to say, all of this is certainly exploitable. And here's a tip. Try maybe to take a picture like on your iPhone and then or even like your Android, not necessarily iPhone, just your phone, and then put that image on PC and use ExifTool on that image. You're going to be interested. Remote code execution via polyglot web shell upload. Let's access the lab. This lab contains a vulnerable image upload function. Although it checks the contents of the file to verify that it is a genuine image, it's still possible to upload and execute server-side code. Upload a basic PHP web shell, use the exfiltrate, submit, you can log into your account. Okay, so it is the same old. Let's enable our burp suite proxy. These are the requests from our previous labs. Let's clear the history over here. I'm gonna copy the ID of the lab, paste it here to filter it out, and then let's log in. Beautiful. We're gonna start by just uploading our regular PHP shell, just so we can capture the request. File is not a valid image, and then we could grab that because this is the upload request, and then we can see here this is our shell, this is our stuff right here. So let's try image PNG. And then let's make this .png. We'll see what happens. File is not a valid image. Let's change this to PNG directly. And then yeah, so it says file is not a valid image. So I guess we need to use the exif data or the ExifTool in order to make a valid image. We're probably gonna need to do some Googling here because I don't know how to do that. So we're gonna go to shared or VMs tools, or sorry, cyber tools. And yeah, so we do have our PHP shell right here. I'm gonna just copy shell and then PHP shell image, the PHP, and then let's see what we can do there. So we don't have the ExifTool, which I think we should install. libimage ExifTool Perl. Let's look how we can install ExifTool. So we're gonna do some Googling together here. So ExifTool Linux. Perl distribution. Okay, so it looks like we are on the right track here. So let's install this libimage ExifTool Perl. I got my password correct first time. Or like first try. That's interesting. Okay, so we do have our ExifTool right now, and then options, consult the ExifTool documentation for a full list of options. Can we do tag H or exif help? Oh. And let's just search ExifTool make PHP file look like an image. This is literally what I'm gonna type, and then gonna rely on the AI here. Maybe it's gonna help. Inject PHP code into the image. You can use ExifTool to write a PHP payload directly into the metadata tag of a harmless image. Okay. This specific example injects a simple web shell that would execute commands via a URL passed in. Change the file extension. Violate standard control, of course. All right, so let's try to do that. Let's actually grab an image then. Let's see. So probably we will not need our PHP shell image anymore. And we're gonna say like, maybe just open a shells directory. And then we could make a directory or just grab image. Or maybe wait a sec. Let's try to find like a random image. So like random avatar image. Yeah, looks cool. Copy image address, and then let's get this guy. What? Just RM everything. I thought I copied the image address. Oh, it's not the direct address. Okay. Open image in new link. Main.zip. We don't want that. We just want the direct link to the image, please. Not opening. Just a random image, for the love of God. Like I just want something. Like I don't care about what it is. Yeah, there we go. This is a direct image, so let's get that. And then we have our JPEG. Let's just move that guy to be avatar.jpg. And then we have an avatar, and then let's just make it more clear. So avatar with php.jpg. Yeah, that looks cool. And then let's execute the code that the AI gave us right here. And your image, so it's gonna be like avatar. When image files uploaded or updated. Okay. Avatar with PHP underscore original. All right. Cool. Let's actually upload that right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the website. I don't need to do this from here. So actually I'm gonna move this to shells as well. And then avatar with PHP. The file has been uploaded. Perfect. So files, avatars, avatar with php.jpg, and then let's add cmd equals ls. And it does not work. So yeah, we're sending cmd, which is what we're looking for. But do I see anything here? Well, I don't see it here, but perhaps it is somewhere on the server. So what we could do, let's do a file put contents, and it's gonna be secret dot, or just secret maybe, and then we could do file get contents home Carlos secret. And Oh, what am I doing? The command here should not be PHP. It should be freaking shell command. So I'm just gonna echo, and then whatever value is gonna come from here, and I want to send that to like secret, and then whatever's gonna come from here is cat, and then home Carlos secret. I don't even know if this is gonna work or not. So let's just copy this and then look for the file called secret. Not found. Okay, so it did not execute the code. It did not execute the code. So if the server requires this, honestly, we should do the other way around. What we want to do is that we want to upload a PHP file, but we want to, so we want to upload a PHP file, but we want to make the PHP file look like an image. So ExifTool, add JPEG headers to a PHP file. Okay. The most common method is to inject your PHP script into a metadata field like comment or document name within a valid JPEG file. This command adds the PHP payload without destroying the JPEG structure. If you need the server to execute it as PHP, you may need to rename it. Wait, so I could just rename it maybe to avatar and then the PHP. Is that going to work? Let's try it out. So maybe here, instead of uploading the image, I'm just gonna upload the PHP file. Oh, wait a sec, hold up. So files, avatars, and then here, and then cmd equals ls. So technically we did execute it, but we got the like, let's just do echo and then hello. Let's look for the word hello. Ooh. Echo, this is definitely weird. And yeah, so we are kind of getting the command response back, like right here. So let's look at just doing cat home Carlos secret. And there we go. Looks like this is it. So submit solution. It did work. But I actually want to see the solution that's implemented by the lab. First of all, let me refresh here. Let me disable this. I don't need that anymore. We did get it solved. Now I want to see exploit the PHP. File get contents. Okay, login and attempt to upload. And then we can use ExifTool. So create a polyglot PHP JPEG file that is fundamentally a normal image but contains your PHP payload and its metadata. A simple way of doing this is to download and run ExifTool from the command line as follows. Your input image. So we're adding it in the comment area, which is cool. So we're echoing start and end. Oh, okay. So what it did is essentially it just made like a boundaries. So that way we can essentially search for the word start, and then at the word end, we get only the secret right here. So like instead of us doing hello and then searching for hello and looking for it manually, it created boundaries itself using start and end. So essentially it just did like exactly what we're doing, but then it ended up being a PHP file, like a .php. So that way we can just upload it as PHP, the server would execute it, and then in the output, or like the metadata that is coming out, or like the binaries, it did actually execute the PHP code that we have right here. This is pretty cool. I've never done something like that before. I did use ExifTool, but I did not do like a polyglot file where I could bypass file uploads like that, which is pretty cool. I love that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something new today as I did. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me comments below. Let me know what you want to see in these videos. Let me know if you like me. My channel is still a child, essentially. It's a baby channel that I'm trying to build from scratch, and I learned from the community for free. So what I'm trying to do is give back to the community the same way I took from the community. So let me know if you like these videos. A comment goes a long way, making me understand what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right, so I can do more of, or fix the wrong things that I'm doing. Your like, your subscribe is very appreciated. It gives me motivation to keep going, and it lets me know that you are actually enjoying these, watching these as much as I do enjoy making them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lab. See ya.